Welcome everyone. As promised, I am showing you my current full body workout schedule. So this is day one, and I start off this day with a leg movement, so barbell back squats. And what I do is essentially I pick a rep number I want to work up with, and I stick to that rep number until I reach, in a training max, I guess you could say. And after that, I do some lighter back off sets. So my first heavy attempt was with 125 kilos for 6 reps, and that felt pretty good. So I thought I'd increase it by 5 kilos and do the same 6 reps again. And that went pretty well, but I definitely couldn't have gone any higher. So for today, that's my 6 rep max on barbell back squats, and then I log this in a notebook, and I try to beat it every few weeks or so. So maybe next week I'll go for a 3 rep max or a 10 rep max. It really depends on how I'm feeling that day, and yeah, leg training is not my focus right now. Even though I'm training full body, my full body workouts are really more geared to the upper body. But that said, I don't want to completely neglect my lower body training because it's just stupid to train for something hard and then not train for it at all, because you'll just lose all the progress you made. So rather than do that, I just start off my workouts with a heavy lower body lift, and I do anywhere from 3 attempts at a heavy weight, and then 1 to 2 back off sets. Usually I do 2, but today I did 1 because I didn't feel like doing 2. It's really that simple. After that, I move on to my main work, and the main thing I'm focusing on for pressing is the overhead press. So today I did 5 sets of 10 with 50 kilograms. That felt pretty good, so the next workout I'll probably do 5 sets of 11, and if that feels good, my end goal is 5 sets of 12, and then I'll increase the weight by 5 kilograms or around 11 pounds, and drop the reps back down to 8, and then rinse and repeat that entire process. My goal is to reach 5 sets of 12 with 60 kilograms or around 135 pounds. If I can do that, I'll be very, very happy. And so I superset my overhead press with a pull-up variation. So for this day, I do normal grip pull-ups. I did that with 15 kilograms for 5 sets of 8. So that was pretty good. So next time I do normal pull-ups, I will increase the weight by 2.5 kilograms. And so the main form of progression I have been using for a few months now, and I honestly like this a lot. It's called double progression. And so essentially what double progression is you build volume before you increase the weight. So I build the volume in terms of reps, but you can do it with sets as well. And so, for example, with the overhead press, I start off with a weight, and I start off at 5 sets of 8. Then over the weeks, I'll build that to 5 sets of 12, and then I'll increase the weight by a little bit and drop the reps back down to 5 sets of 8. And usually the lower 2 reps, so 5 sets of 8, 5 sets of 9, should be pretty easy. They shouldn't be pushing too hard. That way it gives you a little bit of a buffer before you can start really pushing it for those 10, 11, and 12 reps. And so I pretty much do this for all of my exercises. It's very easy to do with weighted exercises because you can increase the weight gradually and it's very simple. But with calisthenics exercises, the gaps can be bigger, so usually I make my volume differences bigger too. Like for example, with front lever work, I may start at 3 reps of front lever pulls and build to 10. So that's a difference of 7 reps per set. And if you spread that over like 3 sets, that's 21 reps of difference in volume, which is a lot. So yeah, I like using that style. What I've learned is Linear progression is fine. So linear progression, for those who don't know, is just increasing the weight over time. Works fine if you're a beginner, but I'm kind of more at the intermediate stages, and that does not work for me. So that's why I stick to double progression. So after the main work, I move on to secondary upper body work. So here I do dips, and I just increased the weight. So 3 sets of 9 was pretty easy, but I'm going to build this to 3 sets of 12 within the next 2 or 3 weeks, and then rinse and repeat with the new weight. Here with barbell rows, I'm building to 3 sets of 15. So today I did 3 sets of 14 with 65 kilograms. And I think Thursday I'll probably get 3 sets of 15, and then I'll add 5 kg and move on from there. So usually what I like to do is pick 2 upper body movements that are my primary ones, so push and pull. Almost always this is going to be a pull up or a chin up for the pulling work, but then for the pressing work, it varies. If my main goal would be dips, I would put dips before any other type of work, but right now my main goal is to really increase my overhead press so that I have a great foundation for handstand push-ups, because handstand push-ups really are a weak point of mine. I can do a bunch of them on the wall, but they're very difficult for me to do freestanding, so I want to have excess strength so that when I do them freestanding, it feels super light. And I said I don't really do leg training, but I do include 1 or 2 jumping exercises in my program just because they're fun and they feel good. In the past, I neglected any form of athletic lower body work, and I think that's really stupid. Unless you're a competitive weightlifter or strongman or powerlifter, whatever, I really think it's important for you to do some type of athletic lower body work. And I hate running, and I don't play any sports, so I just stick to some jumping exercises. And like I said, they're just fun to do. You feel really good after you do these. And I think it's healthy to maintain some type of springiness. And I superset these broad jumps with front lever raises. So I built up to a closed tuck front lever raise for 3 sets of 10. So now I'm introducing a more open angle in the hips, which makes it significantly harder. So I have to drop back down to 3 sets of 3. And so after all the hard work has been done, after all the main work, and then the secondary and tertiary work, I move on to some isolations. So right now I'm focusing on developing my bicep strength, because I think this is very important for a lot of exercises I do. And it's just fun to hit curls. But I think in the future, I'm probably going to switch out curls for a lot of tricep exercises, because I've been neglecting my triceps for a long time. And I superset the hammer curls with some ab work. So for this day 1, I do ab wheel rollouts. I actually never did these until a few weeks ago. So I'm just trying to build up my technique and my strength base with high reps. My reps aren't perfect, but I have noticed that a lot of people do this exercise completely wrong. So in my eyes, the whole point of this exercise is to be able to maintain that hollow, upside down banana position. But what people do is they'll let their shoulder blades sag, or they'll bend their arms, and the worst of all is they'll anteriorly pelvic tilt their pelvis, like here, and that defeats the entire purpose of the exercise, and that just points to you having weak abs. So if that's the case, you should probably work on more fundamental ab strength. Anyway, thank you for watching. Try this out if you want to, and have a great day.